Premadata Sitanatha Karuna Sagara Dara Premarase Aila Gauranga Sundara Dahare Karuna Kori Kripadite Chai Prema Base Jana Chaitanya Gunaga Jaya Jaya Advaita Acharya Dayamoy Tahar charane jiba Laila Sharana Se jana paila gaura Prem Mahadhana Jana paila gaura prema mahadhana Emanandayar nidhi kene na bhajilu लोचन बोले निज माथे वज्र पारिलू जय जय अद्वैता आचार्य दयामय जहर हुंकार गौरा अवतार हो Advaita Acharya Advaita Acharya Jaya Advaita Acharya Jaya Advaita Acharya ki Jai. So, welcome everyone for today's Chaitanya Charitamrita class. Or today, thank you, I needed it. Today, instead of Srimad Bhagavatam, we'll be reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And both are glorifying Krishna. But the special part about Chaitanya Charitamrita is that this one is more nectorious and more merciful. So the core topic of today is Advaita Acharya, the core of our existence. This will be our topic today. And but I just want to start with glorifying this movement. Today is the day of appearance day of Advaita Acharya. We are celebrating it here. And our Acharyas has mentioned that we should celebrate both appearance and disappearance day of the pure devotees. But to talk about Advaita Acharya, who is himself Mahavishnu, who is himself Sadashiva. For the fans of Leela here, today we'll be going less in Leela but more towards philosophy. But in the end, we'll also discuss a little bit about the Leela. I just want to start with thanking you all that I was able to hear about Advaita Acharya from pure devotees. And now, unfortunately, you won't be hearing from a pure devotee, but I'm just going to pass on their words. Trust me, I prepared a lot for this. So, Advaita Acharya. He's also famous by the name of Advaita Singha. Singha, why? Because the first verse over there was saying, Hunkara. He used to roar like a sing, like a lion. And only by his roaring, Mahaprabhu came. So there are 3 material and 3 spiritual reasons for Mahaprabhu coming. Does anybody know? Any guesses? 3 material and 3 spiritual reasons for Mahaprabhu coming. So first Mahaprabhu, okay, go ahead.
To relish the love of Srimati Radharani for Krishna.
That's one spiritual mood. Okay, second.
To preach Krishna consciousness.
That is one material mood.
No other.
Okay, that was one material purpose. Because if Mahaprabhu is not coming, even like Avatar of Mahavishnu will come and he will preach. Second was dharma, material motive, to establish dharma, right? But again, if Mahaprabhu is not coming, so Mahavishnu will come, right? And somehow or other in some incarnation will come and do the same thing. So that is also material motive. To give you dharma. Yes. So three things. These are 3 material motives. Now 3 spiritual motives.
Was it also a devotee? He had to come to show how devotees are?
Yeah, he wanted to give what none of the other incarnation has given till now. The Vraja Bhakti. Because if you see, even before Madhavendra Puri, they were more inclined toward Vishnu Bhakti. Right? The mood is more of Aishwarya. And here we have different mood. And finally, 3rd spiritual reason is because Mahavishnu or Sadashiva himself was crying and crying. And it is mentioned that Advaita Acharya, his another name is, what's his other name? Nadi or Nodi something. So it has 2 meanings. One is who's like me, bald and clean shaved. And some of the Acharya even mentions Advaita Acharya that he doesn't have hair. Even Jayapataka Swami Maharaj wrote in one of his commentaries, he don't have hairs. And another reason is that he does that hunkar, he roars like a lion. So let me just dive straight into what's happening here. Our motive is Advaita Acharya. He's an incarnation of Sadashiva and Mahavishnu. Advaita Acharya. Shripal was born on Shukla Paksh of Magh month on the Saptami, which is today. And this was in 1435. And he took birth exactly 51 years before Mahaprabhu took. So you might have seen even in temple some of the people, they come and they donate $21, $51, $11. It's some sort of superstition that it's good, it's more blissful. So probably this came from here. Advaita Acharya took birth in Bangladesh, Navagram. People, when you go for Navdeep Parikrama, you can see this place. The first name of Advaita Acharya, or you can say the legal name was.
Starts with M.
Uh,
Muk,
no, it starts with K. And we have a really wonderful devotee who serves here with the same name. So his name was Kamalakant Panchanan. Panchanan, Acharya has also shared this, that Lord Shiva, in his Rudra form, he's also having five of the mukhas, 5 of his heads. So that's also why he's called as Kamalakant Panchanan. And another of his name was Kamalaksh. Yeah. And the father and mother of Advaita Acharya were Kuber Mishra and Labha Devi. Now this Kuber is actually the incarnation of Kuber Mishra. So if you see even in normal Leela, like Kuber and Mahadev, both of them, they are really good friends. So here also they are together. So Lord Kuber and Lord Shiva, they are both good friends. And even if you see in any of that, there is something or else which is left. And then just how a wonderful movie is going on, right? You're watching some series, okay, this part is going on, then second part, third part, and you're unable to understand. These are all different stories, but how they are connecting with each other. You cannot understand it until the last part. That, oh, okay, this was the thing. So same thing happens, different incarnation, different avatars, they came, something or other is left. And all of these are concluded in the last avatar, last series, which is Gaur Avatar. Here Mahaprabhu joyfully gives Krishna Prema to everyone. So, now, Advaita Acharya, when he was 12-year-old, he went to Shantipur. And he'll spend most of his time in there, even in Chaitanya Charitamrita or Chaitanya Bhagavat, you will read. He spent most of his time here. He quickly learned Vedanta, Upanishads and stuff, all this. He was good. Actually, let me just focus on the Tattva of Advaita Acharya before. There is a beautiful verse, Panch Tattvatvakam Krishna, if you can find it out. So whenever we do any yagya or whenever we have to officially recognize all our Acharya, we recite everybody's pranam mantras, like Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, then Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, and finally then we recite this mantra. It goes like, you can say Panch Tattva Pranam Mantra. Panch Tattvatvakam Krishna, Bhakto Rupa Swarupakam, Bhakt Avataram, Bhakt Akhyam, Namami Bhakti Shaktikam. So it is mentioning what? Panch Avataram Krishna. Again, Vishakha was mentioning if Krishna has 10 hands, there is this old saying, and it is an English saying, God has 10 hands. If he's giving with 10 hands, what can you hold? And if he's taking with 10 hands, what can you hold? Right? So it's Panch Tattva. Now, this thing is saying that Panch Avataram Avatarakam Krishnam. Krishna came in 5 avatars. It's only Krishna who's coming as Panch Avatars. Yeah, even in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we hear that Krishna come in actually 6 avatars. The 6th one is, any guesses? Panch Tattva and? Guess. Shri Guru. Guru Krishna Bhakti Shakti Avatar Prakash Eche Rupe Krishna Kaurila Vilas. He comes in the 6th form. Now, okay, never mind. Basically, here we are discussing about Panch Tattva Pranam Mantra. First line goes like Panch Tattvatmakam Krishnam, that Krishna comes in form of 5 tattvas. Bhakt. So first is Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam. First one is Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna and Radharani themselves. They are coming as Bhakta Rupa. By the way, this is a wonderful occasion. It's a really special day today. It is a really nice verse to memorize, trust me. So Bhakta Rupa, that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That he came as his devotee. And then Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam. Swarup means first manifestation. And the first manifestation is Balaram. Or in this case is Nityananda Prabhu. And then third, Bhakt Avataram. Now there is an avatar which come as a Bhakta. If it's Krishna coming as Bhakta or it's his Svarup coming, then it's Nityananda Prabhu or Mahaprabhu. Now this is Bhakt Avatar, which is Advaita Acharya. The avatar came as Bhakt. Bhakt Akhyam. Now there is Bhakta himself coming as a Bhakta, and which is Srivasa Acharya, Narada Muni. And finally, Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Bhakta Shakti. So, Radharani. Gadadhar Pandit. Probably my favorite Acharya out of Panch Tattvas. Radharani is Shakti of Krishna, right? We have heard this verse. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shakti Man. Wait, I have written somewhere. Okay, yeah. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shakti Man. Dui Vastu, Ved Nahi, Shastrera Praman. So again, this Shaktikam is used for Gadadhar Pandit. Yeah. Again, I'm mentioning a lot of philosophy today. Why? Because I just heard this in one of the classes of Prabhupada. I even wrote it down here. Siddhanta boliya chit na kar alas, e huite Krishna lage sudrid manas. That while listening to Siddhanta, don't be lazy. Don't do this alas. Eho hoite Krishna lage sudrid manas. By hearing the Siddhanta, you will have that love of Krishna. And then that is the thinking of Sudrid, determined person. So, again, these are Panch Tattvas. We have to follow all of them. If we are worshipping only Chaitanya, not Nityananda, that is wrong. Vishaka was mentioning the story of Krishna's Kaviraj when he was fighting with his brother, right? He was not worshipping. Same thing with Nityananda and Advaita Acharya. We have to accept the authority of everyone. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, you'll see a lot of people, they are questioning, okay, who is this person? Okay, Advaita Acharya, they are questioning Advaita Acharya. Mahaprabhu himself mentioned, Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu. He came himself just to deliver you. Right? Tumi maniya Chaitanya, na maniya Nityananda, tumhara mati bhrashta. This is in Chaitanya Charitamrita, not me saying, or probably Chaitanya Mangal. Right? So, our scriptures mention there are these 5 incarnations. 3 of them are Prabhu Tattva and 2 of them are Shakti Tattva. So is it clear which are Prabhu Tattva? Who all are Prabhu Tattva? Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya. And which 2 are Shakti Tattva? Srivasa Acharya, right? And now, in between these Prabhus, further scriptures mention, 2 are Prabhus and 1 is Mahaprabhu. Because again, Nityananda Prabhu is also Avatari. But if we see, if we compare to Mahaprabhu, then Mahaprabhu is the topmost Avatari. From Nityananda Prabhu also, how many incarnations are coming? Sankarshan, Pradyumana, Nirudh, many incarnations, right? So, both are Avatari, but topmost is 1. So, 1 is Mahaprabhu and other 2 are Prabhu. And when? Now, Advaita Acharya is also an incarnation of Sadashiva. So, again, going back to Mahabhagat Prabhu's class, who is Sadashiva? Mahavishnu, he glances. Now, what is the nature of a mother? To carry the baby, right, in her womb. So, same with mother nature. She carries us in her womb. And when Mahavishnu sees, we read every day, Angani yasya sakalendriya vritti manti, pashanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti, ananda chinmaya sadujjvala vigrahasya, govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Krishna can do anything with any of his angas, any of his limbs. Krishna can just look at material nature and he can impregnate the material nature. But, so Amarendra Prabhu was mentioning this thing. Because Mother Nature is Durga Devi and she's wife of Lord Shiva. She's married to other person. Mahavishnu. Now, Mahavishnu has 60 qualities and Krishna has 64 qualities. You won't see Mahavishnu doing the rasa dance. You won't see Mahavishnu playing the flute, right? So again, now this is the quality of Krishna. It is not the quality of Mahavishnu. So that's why Mahavishnu, as his glances, as his glance at material nature. Uh, uh, Wait, let me read my note. Okay, yeah. He glances at this material nature, and that thing before he glances is called as Sadashiva, right? Amarendra Prabhu was mentioning, you can find detail in his class. I can share the class later. So now this is, again, he was mentioning about our second rule, second Namaparad. He was saying, in scriptures, there is a thing going on that anyone who discriminates between Vishnu and Shiva is an offender. And it is true. And at the same time, if one says that Vishnu and Krishna are non-different, Vishnu and Shiva are non-different, that is also an offense. So how to understand it? Through what our acharyas are giving us. That just for that case that Mahavishnu does not have this thing that where he looked at another lady. He takes he in one sense takes an incarnation and as Sadashiva. That's what Amarendra Prabhu was mentioning. Yes, and then he looks at the material nature and it got him pregnant, and then the material world is manifested. He was mentioning this as an analogy that we can look at as an electric generator. Okay, so that is Mahavishnu. The copper wires which are carrying the current, that is Sadashiva. Now the current is us, because in the end we are coming from Mahavishnu. All of us, we are coming from Mahavishnu. So that copper current is Sadashiva. Copper wire is Sadashiva, current is us. And when that copper wire comes to our bulbs, these bulbs are material nature. He was explaining it like this. So, Lord Shiva is the Supreme Father, and Mother Parvati is the Supreme Mother. That is the material way of thinking thing. And even in some Puranas it's mentioned. So is it true? Yes. But then there's the whole picture, right? So first, like again, technically, the Jagat Mata, Jagat Pita are Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shrishti Rupena Sanstita. Right? So they are true. But then again, he was mentioning, there is Maheshwara, then there is Parameshwara, which is Mahavishnu. And then after Parameshwara, there is Sarveshwara, or Krishna. So there are three factors, and we have to understand the whole concept. If somebody says, okay, Brahma Jyoti is the final thing, that is not the final thing. There is something correct that you can get liberated there, and you don't have to worry about birth and that up to a certain extent. But that is not the highest. Again, this philosophy explains everything. This is how our acharyas mention us. So in that way, our Advaita Acharya is the core of our existence, because we are coming from Advaita Acharya. We are coming from Sadashiv, we are coming from Mahavishnu. And I had these two verses from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi 1.12 and 13. Whatever I mentioned, they are just supporting this fact.
How come the incarnation of a devotee, like Mahavishnu, comes after the Vishnu's? So he is older than.
Because Mahavishnu wants to serve Mahaprabhu. Again, if somebody is old in age, not necessarily means he's always senior in bhakti as well. Being senior in age is different, but being senior is bhakti in different. Mahaprabhu is mentioning this thing again and again through his Leela.
He always dances Mahaprabhu and he thinks of Mahaprabhu thinks of them. He's swaying his hands like that, always sitting, posture of like that.
Do we have the verse here? Yeah. Mahavishnu Jagat Karta Maya Ya Ya Shujada. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. Tasya Avatara Evam Advaita Acharya Ishvara. Let's go to the translation because I never read it. Yeah. Lord Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, whose main function is to create the cosmic world through the actions of Maya. Next verse, Prabhu. Because he is not different from Hari, the Supreme Lord, he is called as Advaita. And because he propagates the cult of devotion, he is called as Acharya. He is the Lord and the incarnation of Lord's devotee. Therefore, I take shelter of him. And we all know about this Leela where Advaita Acharya, he preaches Mayavad, right? Just to get bitten up by Mahaprabhu, just to get his mercy. After that incident, Mahaprabhu gave actually this benediction to Advaita Acharya. No sleeping, Prabhu. He gave this benediction to Advaita Acharya. If any devotee takes shelter of Advaita Acharya, even for 1 second, he will be most dearest to Mahaprabhu, even if that devotee has made 1,000 offenses to Mahaprabhu. That is the glorification of Advaita Acharya. Even if you just take shelter for 1 second of Advaita Acharya. Mahaprabhu cannot stop himself to give you mercy then. Right? Nityananda Prabhu in his class was mentioning about the whole incident where Mahaprabhu in his Bhava Vesh, he's acting at Krishna. Okay, hey, you come, worship me. You do this, you get Krishna Prema here. Okay, you also get Krishna Prema. Mother Sachi, she was thinking, oh no, and she was just thinking, she never said it to Advaita Acharya. When Mahaprabhu took sannyas, because before Mother Sachi, before Vishwambar, what was the name of Mahaprabhu's younger brother, older brother? No. Vishwarup. Vishwarup. Vishwarup, he also met Advaita Acharya and took sannyas. Right? So in one sense, she was like, his name is Advaita Acharya, means like joining in one sense, right? Advaita. But no, he's not acting like that. He's Dvaita. He took my Gaura away from me, and my first son Vishrup as well, and my Vishwambar. So she just thought of that. And Mahaprabhu considered it as an offense. Right? So when they were saying Mother Sachi, Mahaprabhu was like, no, Mother Sachi cannot get mercy. She did an aparadh, a really fatal aparadh offense. She thought like that. Right? And then what happened now? Wait, where is the story I've written? Yeah. So now devotees are thinking, if Mahaprabhu is moon, Mother Sachi is Garbha Sindhu. Right? That moon coming from that thing. And they're saying, you're not going to give mercy to Sachi Mata? Devotees went to Mother Sachi. And look at how humble Mother Sachi is. She went to Advaita Acharya. She paid obeisances and she apologized to Advaita Acharya. She was like, sorry Advaita Acharya, I thought like this and this. Looking at her, Advaita Acharya, who's bowing down in front of her? Mother Yashoda, who bound Krishna with rope. Right? Mother Kaushalya. Right? She is sitting in front of it. Advaita Acharya goes like this. And he started glorifying Mother Sachi. Oh, you are Yashoda, you are taking care of Lord. He started glorifying Mother Sachi, and he faints. What Mother Sachi did? Mother Sachi take advantage of that opportunity. She took the dust of the lotus feet of Advaita Acharya, put it on her forehead, and left. And that's how. Then Mahaprabhu, he went running towards Mother Sachi. He was like, okay, call Mother Sachi now. First he was looking and he never found. He was like, call Mother Sachi. Then she got Krishna Prema. Right? So this is Advaita Acharya. And we should also be careful of not offending devotees. I myself am committing sometimes offenses. Sometimes. But we should not take it for granted because Sachi Mata is mother of Mahaprabhu. If Mahaprabhu is strict about his own mother, what to talk about us? So one thing is really not good, which is blaspheming devotees or hating devotees, envying devotees. If you have that feeling, if you have thinking that, okay, Why is he getting all the services? I am better than him. Then there is some cleaning needed, more rounds needed, more reading needed.
It's opposite. Why I'm getting so many services? There is God avatar, no?
Less rounds needed.
Kavi Karnapur in his
God avatar.
Radha Krishna, nahi, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna nahi anya. Again, he's Bhakti Rupa, right? And so, yeah, I was saying Kavi Karnapur in his Gaur Gaundesh Dipika. He's writing Bhaktavatar Acharya Advaita Ya Sadashiva. He's mentioning him as Sadashiva. So there are different, a lot of evidences you can find in different scriptures about Mahaprabhu, about Advaita Acharya, about Nityananda Prabhu. We have to accept their authority and with a humble state of mind beg to them that please give us Krishna Prema. Again, this verse was saying, the bhajan we just read, where was this time? Jahare karuna kori, kripa dite chai. Whenever he does karuna on somebody, whenever he gives his kripa to somebody, what he does? What the person does then? Prema vashe se jana chaitanya aguna gaya. Under the control of that ecstatic love, he chants the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is Advaita Acharya. And again, his hunkar, his voice, which will lead directly to Vaikuntha. It will literally tear through the asana of Indra. Everything will start trembling in Swargaloka. Who is crying that fast? Why won't Mahaprabhu come? So if that Acharya can call Mahaprabhu, why won't he call Mahaprabhu in your heart? Right? He is Mahavishnu himself. Right? So he can do that. One fun fact. So I shared this bhajan yesterday in Ishtagoshi as well, that Advaita Acharya bathing his shaligram with Ganga Jal water. He used to chant this verse, if you wanna open this. CC Adi 3.104. Really important words. Whenever he will bathe his shaligram, he will chant this verse, Advaita Acharya.
CCRE
3.104. Let's read. Somebody please read. Monil, read. Tulsi dal matrena. Shri Krishna, who is very affectionate towards his devotees, sells himself. He's straightforwardly writing, sells himself to a devotee who offers him merely a tulsi leaf and a palm full of water. Right? Sells himself. Krishna is also saying the same thing. They say, you give one mic to our Acharya, one mic to Krishna, they'll both say the same thing. Krishna is saying what? Patram pushpam phalam yume bhaktya tadam bhakti ashnami. Okay. So again, starting with patram. He's putting tulsi leaf and ending with toyam, water, Ganga water. This is also a very funny incident our acharyas mentioned. So Lord Vaman, when he came from his toenail just to wash it, who came? Mother Ganga. And who took Mother Ganga? He was like, Charanamrita. Oh, Lord Charanamrita. Who took Mother Ganga?
Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva. And now the same Lord Shiva is offering the Ganga Jal back to Shaligram to complete the cycle. So that next time again he can give Ganga. Acharyas mentioned in a joking way that, yeah, he was trying to complete the cycle. Okay, let me give it back to you now. So, yeah. But look at this. Advaita Acharya here has Dridha Nishchay, Dridha Vishwas, has firm faith in Lord. That, okay, he's saying Patram Pushpam Phalam to him. He will sell. He's not saying Krishna will get really impressed. He's saying Krishna will sell himself to a devotee. Luckily, I'll get a chance to serve Shaligram Bhagwan and during Rath Yatra time for some days. So probably I'll get that fortunate. Yeah. Um, I think I covered most of the parts here. Advaita Acharya, he went to Madhavendra Puri. As soon as he met him, he started having ecstatic symptoms. Body, Nayanam Galada Shrudharaya, Vadanam Gadgada Rudragira, Fulke Nichitam Bapukada, Tavanam Brahane Vivishiti. So he started having ecstatic symptoms. Now, as soon as he met Madhavendra Puri, he approached him for Diksha. And Madhavendra Puri, as soon as he touched him, he understood who Advaita Acharya really is. So he agreed. Fortunately. He was like, fortunately. And then same thing happened when Ishwara Puri came to Advaita Acharya's place as well. So Madhavendra Puri met Advaita Acharya when he went to take Chandan for his deity. We also know that the story of Khechur Gopinath, how it happens. So the same, when he went to take Chandan, he met Advaita Acharya as well and gave him initiation. And then Ishwar Puri also visited. Advaita Acharya realized, after just by looking at him, he's somewhere related to my Guru Maharaj. They both had spiritual brothers. So then he treated him nicely, and even Ishwar Puri stayed at his place for some time. Advaita Acharya was Guru of Mahaprabhu, not technical Guru, but Shiksha Guru. They used to hear his Bhagavatam classes for so long. I mentioned that Advaita story, okay. Yeah. So now, Mahaprabhu, he will always think Advaita Acharya, he will always touch the lotus feet of Advaita Acharya. Because technically he's the brother of his guru, and the brother of your guru is also considered as is also to be respected as your guru, right? So he's always saying, but Advaita Acharya had this thing that I want Mahaprabhu to bless me, to see me as his das. He was in the beginning, he was really confused. Is he actually the same person I called for? Because sometimes he acts strangely, and sometimes he's proper in his mood to take service.
Who is thinking?
Advaita Acharya. Even Mahavishnu is bewildered about Krishna. What to talk about us by the Yog Maya? So he's thinking, it took him a lot of time to realize. That's what Acharyas were mentioning. Especially, I heard it in the class of Mohan Rupa Prabhu, that it took him some time to realize that, okay, is this Mahaprabhu or not? Is this or not? And then once he realized, once Mahaprabhu did that Leela, then he realized, okay, yes. So he came. So Advaita Acharya, he'll always think that, okay, if he's actually Mahaprabhu, what he has to do, he has to come and find me. And he went and hid at the same place, which Vishakha was mentioning, where Nityananda Prabhu hid. Yeah, at the house of
She was.
Nandanacharya. Huh? Tukka. Yeah. Okay, this is something else. Yeah, at the house of Nandanacharya, he hid himself. Now, Mahaprabhu, when he was at Shantipur, he called that Advaita Acharya is here, find him. Devotees were unable to find him. He said he's at the house of Nandanacharya. Then he led. And then Mahaprabhu, he was like, okay, he called me cryingly, and now I'm here, and now you are not coming. So after that incident, Advaita Acharya finally realized that this is Mahaprabhu. Back then, when he was in Nimai, he was kind of confused. Is he the same Lord? But he was always thinking that I'm not usually attached to children or something. But whenever I see this boy, I feel really affectionate towards him for some reason. Because again, if Krishna wants to hide himself, he bewildered Balram for one sense that even Balram was unable to know that those Gopas were actually Krishna's manifestation. What to talk about Mahavishnu, who's an incarnation of Balaram. So yeah, Yogmaya is really strong. Now again, this is Advaita Acharya in Shantipur. Um, there's also a story of Advaita Acharya where he was like doing push. You know, like I said kuspus. Yeah. And he was doing kuspus with Srivas Acharya. He was, what do you call it? Not gossip. Like talking something in private. And then Mahaprabhu was like, what are you discussing in private? Why are you not including me? Don't you think I'm here? Srinivas, Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya is complaining that you never showed us the form, the Sham Sundar form which you showed to Nityananda Prabhu. Now Mahaprabhu, oh my God, he's the best of actors. He's like, I don't have any potency, I don't have any spiritual power to do that. I'm not Krishna, right? Tell Advaita Acharya, if he wants to see Krishna, meditate, sit on one place and meditate, right? Srivas Acharya went and he told the same thing to Advaita Acharya. Now Advaita Acharya, thinking him as a sign from Mahaprabhu, he sat and started chanting. As soon as he started chanting, after 5-10 minutes, what happened? He saw that the roop of Mahaprabhu came and sat in his heart, and then that Mahaprabhu changed into Shama Sundar. And then when he saw that beautiful Shama Sundar, right? He saw the Braj mood. Again, we were reciting the sweet of Varaha Pidam Natvar Vapu Karanayo Karanikaram. That same person, he got so amazed, he started dancing. And then he's dancing with his eyes closed. Hari, 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 always chanting the glories of Krishna. He opened his eye and saw Mahaprabhu, and in front of him. And then Mahaprabhu was like, okay, you yourself called for it, it's here now. But don't reveal it. So people, he was like, no, how can I do that? Then there is this pastime. I won't go in details because we are fasting till 12 and you guys will start thinking of prasadam. But Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya wanted Mahaprabhu to feed. This is the Indra pastime we were reading yesterday. So he wanted Mahaprabhu to have some prasadam at his place. And he was thinking, if other sannyasis are also coming, then I might not be able to serve him properly. In the sense, he wanted to give his full attention to Mahaprabhu. He sorted out 3 plates, 1 brass plate for Krishna, and 2 plates of which were made from banana leaves. And that too from that banana plant who had 32 bananas on it. I think there is some significance for that, who had 32 bananas on their each of the thing, right? So they took the and put it in front of Mahaprabhu, and then there is wonderful glorification of prasadam, the bhoga given there, which Advaita Acharya was offering to Krishna. All sort of, I don't know how many kind of items. It starts and it takes like 7-8 verses just to explain this, and finally in the end, Krishna's Kaviraj says, I cannot properly explain the whole thing, but there were a lot other things as well. There's Sondesh, there's Mishti Doi, there's all sort of stuff. Okay, it's Ekadashi, don't break your fast in mind. Not Ekadashi, today's, we are fasting till 12, so don't break your fast. Yeah. So now Mahaprabhu, he was like, finally reached, it was raining, he reached with Nityananda Prabhu, and now he started glorifying Indra. Mahaprabhu was like, Krishna stopped Brajavasis to worship Indra, and you yourself are doing. And then in one sense, like Mahaprabhu is saying Mahavishnu is worshipping Indra. Huh? Like, does it make sense? Mahavishnu worshipping Indra. Indra who cries to get the dust of the lotus feet of Mahavishnu. He's worshipping Indra, he's glorifying him. And then Advaita Acharya is saying, it's only by his mercy that you are here alone, and what I wanted I'll be able to fulfill. Then he made them sit, and Mahaprabhu was like, oh, I'm a sannyasi, it does not look good. I'm eating this much prasadam. Right? And he thought, just give us some. And Advaita Acharya was like, hey, you don't do drama over here. This thing is not going to work. At least here, it's not gonna work. As Jagannath, you are being offered 7-8 times, 56 type of bhoga, and you eat all of this. This is not even 2/3 of it. And now Mahaprabhu is saying, no, 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 this is too much. I cannot do it. And our Avdut Chudamani, Nityananda Prabhu, he's thinking, oh, this is not even this is not at all enough for me. Like, trust me, there's a lot of prashadam. Like, you can imagine 100 times more than ours, what we have. So he's thinking, this is not at all enough for me. See, Mahaprabhu here, he's like, I don't want it. And Nityananda Prabhu, he's like, I want more. So as soon as Mahaprabhu is finishing half of his plate, right, Advaita Acharya will come and put more. And Mahaprabhu is like, no, no, no. And Advaita Acharya, don't you do drama over here. And Nityananda Prabhu, who actually accepted that fact from Advaita Acharya and said, okay, give me more. This is not even half of it. You made really less. Advaita Acharya said, you are a sannyasi, you can go here and there, eat fruit, or sometime stay even hungry. I am just a miserable brahmana. Eat whatever I'm giving you, or otherwise leave it. And he's trying to joking, like they are making fun of each other. Yeah, transcendental fight. Like I keep on saying, "Thappad pad jayenge, chante pad jayenge." Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu. So they are fighting. Hey, have it or otherwise go. What sort of sannyasi are you? Dhongi and stuff like that. Dhongi was not the exact word, but it was something similar. And now Nityananda Prabhu is also listening, and he's still eating. And then what he does, so he made rice as well. And these are really good quality like rice. So what he does, he eat it and then throws it at Advaita Acharya. He eat rice and then he was like, hey, throws it at Advaita Acharya. As soon as those rice pieces touches the lotus feet of Advaita Acharya, they are none other than the Uchist of Nityananda Prabhu, whose just tears give Narottam Das Thakur ecstatic love. So what to talk about Uchist? Advaita Acharya, just by the touch of those rice flowers, he started dancing, crying. Ecstatically. Not ecstatically, ecstatically. Same thing. You understood it. Yeah. Now after and now they are eating, right? So Mahaprabhu got a chance to almost finish his plate, but then Advaita Acharya came again back. Okay, now. And now they started fighting again. I'm a Brahmana, okay? And high quality Brahmana and stuff like this. And don't you even think that throwing this would not be according to the religious principles and stuff? And Nityananda Prabhu was like, well, if you consider this Uchist of Krishna as just normal food remnants, which is my Uchist, then you are not at your right consciousness. This is Krishna Prasad. It touched you because it was offered to Krishna. But yeah, and then Advaita Acharya say, oh no. My scripture injection says that if somebody is having that thing and he's throwing that onto you, this is not at all appropriate. So now they are fighting on this thing. They have really good transcendental exchanges. So, but in this way, this Leela happened, and then he fed these people. And there's also this story, but I'm not going to dive deep into it because it's already 8:30. We'll go till 8:45 because there's no prasadam today.
This is the scene Prabhu, this is the scene where Mahavishnu is standing like this. I think.
So now, what happens? I'll just share this last pastime. People came, because now Advaita Acharya fed Mahaprabhu. People came and then he started doing Gaur Kirtan. Although he was scared, he just started it. Now, obviously, devotees are there near to Advaita Acharya. They also started. So Advaita Acharya started by singing, Sri Chaitanya Narayana Karuna Sagar Dukhi Bandhu Prabhur More Doya Kar. So Mahaprabhu hearing this, he went inside because all the other devotees came and they started doing Gaurari and they started singing this. They went inside in anger. devotees see it and they got afraid. Oh, what if Mahaprabhu leave us after getting angry from us and stuff like that? So devotees were like, yeah, Srivas Acharya, please do something. And then Srivas Acharya went inside. MP asked him, what sort of new kirtan was it? Right? You asked him, like, what sort of thing was it? Srivas Acharya, now he was like, Mahaprabhu, I do not believe in Jeev Swatantrata. A Jiva is not Swatantra. Even the thought which we are having, it's only because you process it. You give, that's why we are able to do it. So it's whatever is happening, it's only because of you. And Mahaprabhu is like, okay, yeah, aparadha, you are committing aparadha. And then you're blaming me that I have done it. Like Mahaprabhu is acting as a devotee. But he's saying, Krishna, if he does not just permits one thing, that thing cannot happen. If he's not sanctioning that. So, yeah, it's all happening because of you. And he was like, yeah, we see material people, they also do that. This, oh yeah, Krishna is doing this, I'm doing bad. No. Well, not to have this thought, but this is just for has parihas. Joke. Yeah, I really have to work on my English. So now there is okay, Srivas Acharya said, okay, Mahaprabhu, but for your pleasure, if you want this, we won't do it. Khandavasi Vaishnavas came. Khandavasi Vaishnavas, Narhari Sarkar. They started doing the same kirtan. But how will I explain this to them? Right? Because Narhari Sarkar. Now, Advaita Acharya got chastised and Srinivas Pandit got chastised. They're like, okay, done. We won't say it if it does not pleases you. Narhari Sarkar is like, do whatever, Mahaprabhu, we belong to you. We're gonna chant only Gaura. So they came and they started saying, Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Jaya Sachal Jagannath. And they also started singing Jai Sannyasi Shri Krishna. So Mahaprabhu, he like, it is mentioned, from inside he started smiling. But from outside he said, oh no, they are committing an aparadh. And since you have gathered all the devotees, I believe you have the power to stop them. MP said, please, this is not at all working. So just put it on end. And then Shiva's Pandit. But he started doing this, okay. He started doing like this. He put his right hand up. And Mahaprabhu, he's asking, what are you trying to do? And then Shiva Acharya says, oh, well, I'm trying to cover sun with my hand. Obviously, it's not possible. So Mahaprabhu said, then Shiva Acharya said, well, just like I cannot cover sun with my hand, your glories, they are more effulgent than gazillions of suns. How can I just cover it? Right? So these are all the things happening. And there's also a thing, now Mahaprabhu is leaving. Lastly, Srivas Mahaprabhu, after 10-20 days, and what was the place? He was born in Shantipur. So he was about to leave Shantipur. And then Advaita Acharya was following it. And Mahaprabhu was like, Advaita Acharya, I trusted you so that you can take care of Mother Sichi and all the respected Vaishnava over there. If you will start showing that miserly weakness of heart, how will things work out? And then Advaita Acharya was just following Mahaprabhu. And again, as you were mentioning, Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj, that if you cannot cry for Krishna, then cry that you cannot cry for Krishna. He's crying that, Mahaprabhu, I don't have any prem for you? I don't have any love for you? Even the aunts of Shantipur are crying right now. What you talk about, those beautiful devotees. And I'm the only one who cannot cry in your separation. So he is crying because he cannot cry. And then Mahaprabhu, he started laughing while leaving. He was like, Advaita Acharya, it's not your fault. It's me who has taken your prema and tied it in my, what do you call this thing? Sannyasi thing? No. There is a word. Bahirvas. Bahirvas. So it is me who have hidden you, who have taken your prema and put it in. Because if Advaita Acharya's prema is completely given, he'll go crazy without Mahaprabhu. And then all of those people won't be able to take care of Acharya. So he was like, okay, I'll give some of it back. And then Advaita Acharya got his prema back and he started chanting, dancing and crying for Mahaprabhu. But at the same time, he understood that he has more things to do, the Leela. So, then this is Advaita. Again, if I just wanted to share it, why? Because sometimes we also feel that, okay, I was getting interest in this thing, in reading, let's say, but now I'm not getting it. And it's not always because of offenses. Sometimes Mahaprabhu just want you to go and preach. So yeah, if you're not getting interest, sometimes it's better to go and preach. And then with the last thing, I'll just mention that Advaita Acharya, he was mainly taking care of Mahaprabhu's everything. Even for his departure, he would never want Mahaprabhu to departure, but he also understood that Mahaprabhu has to finish his Leela. So what he did, he gave a sanketa. English? A hint to Mahaprabhu. And that hint was only able to be understood by Mahaprabhu. Even Swarup Damodar Goswami was unable to understand. And yeah, so he gave a hint at Mahaprabhu. Now finally the Yug Dharma is established. And you have also enjoyed having the mood of Radharani, right? And at the same time, all the people are just filled in transcendental ecstasy of chanting the holy name. So now, if you so desire, we would love for you to be here, but if you want, you can also finish your Leela and I can see you back in Golok Vrindavan. So something like this. These are not the exact word. And then after that, Mahaprabhu did his whole Leela of Tota Gopinath. Jai. And then after that, Advaita Acharya, I don't know after how many years, he also finished his Leela. Yeah, that's all. Advaita Acharya ki! Sleeping Monil Prabhu ki! Okay, Jai.
I have a question for you. So, all these other characters, like, who are also simultaneously present as some of the other form in Golok Vrindavan, like the Lord Pandit. But Advaita Acharya is like Mahavishnu Sadashiva. In the model of the spiritual worlds, we see that neither Mahavishnu nor Sadashiva